welcome to the show. So today we're going to be talking about the top 30 K-drama for 2021 that it's a must watch. So let's get into the video. First thing I'm going to talk about is Supposed Limit. Supposed Limit is about a woman coming from the future, going into the past to stop an event from happening, like to stop the existence of the world. Because she comes from the future that she comes from. It's like woman has ceased to be existence, the world is not as it used to be, so she went back to go and stop it. She made a CEO that was the one that created the time machine, so she had to. They fell in love anyway. The film is interesting. I feel like I've talked about it before in my channel, so I'm not going to talk about it in detail. So you guys should go watch the video. So the next one I'm going to talk about is Vincenzo. And if you don't know Vincenzo, if you have not watched Vincenzo, I'll forgive you guys. But after watching this video, you guys should go and watch it. Like seriously, the business is drama is about law, but at the same time not really law, like mafias, like just evil, good things like that. And our main cast, I don't know if you should say that it's good or it's evil, but it's definitely something. And it comes from Italia, but it's a Korean this guy, but he lived in Italian, so he came, he's a consigliere. Then our female, she's just a lawyer that the way she are trying to get revenge and everything. While Otekion in this movie this is the first time he played villain. This is the first time I'm watching that he played villain, and he portrays very well. Which I don't understand, but anyway, that's the saying. So you guys should actually watch it. So if I want to raise it, I rate it 10/10. The ending was cool. They didn't spoil the ending. They didn't spoil anything in the movie. So when they kill his mom, but they have to do something. We're expecting that. This we're going to be talking about is Mouse. Mouse is. I talked about this also. I have a video of it. So, but Mouse is yeah, you can see the way I'm rating because Mouse is interesting. It's a film that it actually made history. I'm very sure that film made history that people need to watch it. But I just Lisugi, if you don't know who Lisugi is, Kanchi, and if you don't know Kanchi, are you sure you watch Kdrama? But anyway, Lisugi played the villain, a serial killer, a psychopath. I can never forget that part. And I don't want him to play it again. I don't want any of my babies to play it again. So it was very serious. It was very intense. At the beginning, you don't know it's this very softy, this curb, everybody innocent. But later they did surgery on him. Just watch the film because when I'm talking about the film, just why did I have to do that to my boy? But you guys need to check the film out. I can't be the real something, you guys need to check the film out. But the film is actually very interesting. If you overlook the fact that Lisugi is a villain, he's a serial, the film is actually very interesting. The next one we're talking about is Taxi Driver. Taxi Driver is also action. It's not like romance movie. Everything is just based on action, thriller, mystery. So this Taxi Driver, they help if someone bullies you or if you want revenge on someone, you meet the taxi driver and they help you to get your revenge. So that's what makes the film about. But then they also were trying to get their revenge on themselves, for themselves, and people were trying to catch them. Police now obviously since they're getting revenge on people. So that was mostly what the film is about. And you guys check it out too. I feel like I've talked about almost every film I'm going to talk about on this list, but guys check it out too. And also check the detailed description in my other videos. So next we're going to talk about is law school. The drama is about law school, as the name implies. It's the campus where students are studying law, their professor. So it's more about their professor and the student themselves studying law and everything. They're trying to solve a crime, learning about law, I guess. The film is actually very interesting though. The thriller, the mystery in the film, they'll put you on your toe because they'll make you think. You guys check it out. So this one I'm talking about is So I Married an Anti-Fan. So I Married an Anti-Fan is one of my favorites. And So I Married an Anti-Fan is oh my god. So I Married an Anti-Fan, we waited so long for So I Married an Anti-Fan. So where I already expected, like my hope was not like high any longer. So when I actually watched the movie, it was like the wait was worth it. Like the film is very interesting. It's more of like not about like an actor and his anti-fan. Not really, I don't really see her as an anti-fan because she didn't even know the guy before. Till when like they met and they had a misunderstanding, then she dated the guy, then she became an anti-fan, like his only anti-fan. So they had to like make a reality show together. They didn't actually get married. It was a reality show where they're living together, but they're not actually living together. But then she was living in his house. The film is just like there. But one thing I like about the most about the film is that yes, the guy had a very tedious schedule and a tedious life. You know, celebrity. Obviously, like if you watch Kdrama when they show you celebrity lives, the way they show you their lives. Anyway, but they didn't actually like break up. I know, yes, there was a time he actually had an issue that he didn't really have time for her, but she was patient. And most of Korean film, if they have that kind of issue, they will break up, then they'll come back. But so they didn't actually break up. So actually really liked it. I feel that part I didn't break up. I like that part. The next one I'm going to talk about is Youth of May. Youth of May is very, I don't want to say very serious, but at the same time it's serious. I think they almost cancelled it because it's like it's an olden days movie, like it's back. It's not like Asian, not like historical movie, like old, like 18 something, 90 something, I don't know. But anyway, the film is like about days that when it happened, where it was like wars, like disagreements and everything. So you know me is very interesting because they didn't really show us like they showed us, yeah, sure, they showed us like the protests and everything, but mostly what they're showing us the love life of two of our main characters, obviously. So and their lives. But at the end it was a very sad ending for us because the girl died. But still, the film is interesting. Actually, you guys should actually need to watch it too. It's interesting, especially if you just remove that part that I had it. The film is interesting. Go watch it. So we're going to talk about is Imitation. Imitation is a movie that we love. I love the movie. Imitation is like it's a musical movie. Like so, it's about a band. Their name is Sharks. Female band name, say party. Then there's another male band name Sparkling. Anyway, the film mostly about the a guy in sharks. It's not the leader though. So then the main cast girl, she's in two parties. She's also not the leader. Wow, I never thought of that before. Like anyway, so like they knew each other before they became popular though. But the guy was the most popular one. The girls they were still the girl band were just coming up, but the guys were the popular. So you can imagine how that goes because you know how they're very strict on K-pop with artists and everything. But the film is very interesting, like very interesting and funny. Let's check it out. So the next one we're talking about is Do At Your Service. Do At Your Service is I don't know the word I should put to it, but it's very very interesting. I feel like the film is even actually underrated because most people have not watched it, and I don't know why. Because the film is very interesting, very very. So it's about it's not a woman. His name is Doom. Like he grants your wishes, but in a like what's that? In a destructive way. And then there's the main cast. She's about to die. She was diagnosed with cancer and everything, but she still works hard and does as if she's not about to die. Then she made a wish that the watch comes to an end, and of course, don't head that. And it destructing. So then their life become interconnected and everything, and they fell in love and everything. And the film just become very complicated and simple at the same time. But the film was very interesting. It was sweet and she was just so nice to watch. I love life. Oh, you guys check it out. So next we're gonna talk about is My Roommate the Gumio. As the name implies, sure there's a Gumio in the movie, and the main cast, the male main cast is the Gumio, while the female main cast, she's living with the Gumio. Yeah, you can get it. Like when they met, like I don't know, encounter, like when they hit each other anyway. So it's bead, the Gumio is always a bead. Bead enters her house. So and his own beads, like when it turns is red. So when it turns to beads, it becomes woman. So when it was inside her, it was changing. Like it takes woman energy and everything. So she had to live with him to protect the bead and everything. So very very complicated thing because then she can't even go close to anybody that has a tiger. Like tiger bed of like like all these zodiac sign and everything. So she could not go there today. She could not eat chicken, and she loves chicken, by the way. You know what's interesting? It was nice to see them transition from being like just co-roommate to falling in love. It was very nice. It was very interesting. So this we're going to talk about is up to playlist two. Up to playlist two is obviously the following after up to playlist one, obviously. And if you have not watched up to playlist one, I really don't know what you're doing because you need to watch so you can watch up to playlist two because and we are waiting for plus playlist three. So before that comes out, you need to watch. It's not like it's confirmed or something, but we want it to come out anyway. Everybody is about friends, like five friends. They are all doctors. They are working in the same hospitals, and they have been friends since college. And but all of them are in different departments, though. And they just follow their friendship, their love life, their work life, like their job as their doctors, and they also have a band. So you can see how that works. You should know that doctors' life are very like I don't want to put that as stressful because it's their job and I'm sure they love it, but it's very like tedious. Like they're always busy and they also have time for themselves as friends. Then have time for their band. So you guys need to watch it out. And their love life also. Talk about is nevertheless. Nevertheless is a film that makes you I don't know what should I put it. It's like slow, but at the same time, like it's very interesting. I don't like films that are actually slow. Like when you are doing something, like what the why is this slow? It's like come on, just speed this thing up. But at the same time, it's actually very interesting. It's interesting. The slowness of like say the wait for the slowness for them to do something is actually very interesting because the guy was very frustrating though. Like I don't like it's kind of the relation they had, like the main cast, the relation they had is like toxic. But I like their relationship in a way. Like I'm not saying like I like the way the relationship is toxic. I just like them together though. The film is actually interesting. It's more like a romantic movie and everything. And the guy's like a playboy. So just watch the film, then you understand what I mean. What we're talk about is The Devil Judge. Devil Judge is a movie that I know that is. If you have not watched it, I don't know what you're doing. Like, are you sure you watch Kdrama? If you want, I haven't watched Devil Judge. Even you don't watch Kdrama, you should have watched Devil Judge. And they're coming to Netflix very soon. They were not on Netflix before, but they're coming to Netflix very soon. So I'm so happy about that because the film is what it is, and the film is so very, very interesting. Like the name implies, this is judges, mainly judges because main judges are like the main cast and everything. So the devil judges. Everybody calls him the devil. It's like he has no conscience or anything, and to an extent, he does not have. He only cares about the people he cares about. If you are not the people he cares about, he does not care about you. So, and he does not have mercy on people that are offended. Like the people he actually targets are like powerful people, the rich, and that's what I actually liked about him. Like he did not target like the poor, like he's not on the rich people's side and popular people's side, like politician side and everything. He was against them. That's what I loved about the film mostly. But the film is very interesting and you guys should check it out. What we're talking about is You Are My Spring. Yeah, the film is very, very interesting. Like very, very interesting. I'm not going to lie. When I first watched the trailer, when I first saw it, I was not really like my expectation was not that high. I just wanted to watch a movie because I know the two main cast. But the film was interesting. It exceeded my expectations. It's very interesting. Like the film is about the main cast, the male main cast is this is this psychiatrist to call it? This is a psychiatrist. Like if he can read people, like when you see you, like the first time I even saw the girl, like the main girl, you read her, and she got vexed anyway. But even though she was like telling him to read her, anyway. So female cast, she works in an hotel. Then they had this trauma past and everything. Then the other main guy, that is the main cast, he's always the third guy. That one, so is a twin. One of his twin died. So anyway, they had this traumatized life and everything, but their love was sweet. And the guy was dying very soon, like he has this sickness, but they overcome that and everything. So the film was actually very interesting. So I'm also going to talk about is Police University. Police University is very, very interesting. Like if you actually like all this action movie or like it's a student movie also, but it's like they're in college, but it's not like normal college, they're in a Polish university. You understand what I'm saying, right? Anyway, that's what the film was about. But like they were trying to solve crimes and everything. And I shook up inside police station. Like there's a like trying corrupt person in the police station. They're trying to look for the person. So the students, like the police officers and the professor, they were working together and everything. Professor was also a detective before, sure. They were working together, but there was yes, they were romancing the movie because the main cast, the student had a girlfriend anyway. So the film was also very interesting too. I'm just going to talk about his own Tasha. Like, if you guys don't know Tasha, like, if you watch Kdrama and you have not watched Tasha, I don't know what to do with you. I don't know what to say to you because I'm like, are you serious? Like, what are you waiting for? You need to go and watch that movie. I'm serious. Like, very, very serious. The movie is very, very interesting. It's nice. Like, it's funny. The romance there, by the way. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain because it's interesting. And the two main cast even had dimple. Oh my god. Like so nice to watch them and when they are smiling every time that the push was just so nice. I think the push is nice. Anyway, the main male cast is like they call him the chief in their like they stay in like a small town and everything and he knows everything. Like he has qualification for every fucking thing. But he's an engineer. He's actually graduated in a very popular university as an engineer, but he does not use his degree. And while the female, she's a dentist. She opened a clinic in the town, obviously. So like they were like hailing me at first. They were contradicting like everything they believed in was so different because she was coming from so, but him I believing that and like that's his own town. They had a lot of issues, but as we all know, the issue always turns to love eventually. It's actually very interesting and you can check it out. So the next one we're talking about is Lovers of the Red Sky. Lovers of the Red Sky is very interesting. It's an historical movie, obviously. Okay, I stopped saying obviously, right? Lover of the Red Sky is an historical movie, and it is very interesting about when it's Lover of the Red Sky. I think it's Red Sky, but not really. But the guy has his red though, and it looks so fine and so sexy on him. Like the red eyes was, I was like wishing his eyes was that color in real life. That's how to tell you how good her eyes was looking. That's so nice. Anyway, the guy was blind. The girl was not. She was blind when she was small. Her eyes was actually blue when she was small. She was blind when they first met. The guy was not blind. The girl was blind. That was when he was small. But then later when they parted, I think it was that same day they parted. Actually, yes, it was that same day they parted. Actually, that she could see why the guy became blind. So it was not her that caused it. Anyway, she fell inside the water. Then they sacrificed him for a child. He was supposed to die. So the film is complicated and it's simple at the same time. Actually, very complicated, but it's very interesting to do it. It's more like they are trying to do ritual, trying to send evil spirit away, stuff like that. And guys is trying to get revenge because they killed his father, stuff like that. But the film is very interesting, and they could see eventually at the end the both of them. So you guys should check it out. The next one we're talking about is Yumi Cells. Yumi Cells is I'm looking for the right word to use. It's interesting and it is funny. Like human cells, like as I said, cells. Like yeah, seeing everything that's going on in our brain, like all the cells in our brain, like the way they function, the way they do, and everything. Yeah, when you see our life, obviously, our physical life, the way she goes about her life, but mostly it's the cells that are showing you how they go through emotions, how they go through feelings, how they go through everything. And she had a boyfriend, Wong. He's not going to be in the season two. She's very sad because they're going to be reacting. So very sad it's not going to be there, but I guess actually very sad. I don't know why they're going to put it because basically they're going to put next after meet the standard. They should not spoil the movie for it because it's actually really interesting. And it's what season two also. Next what we're talking about is Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is like an action like action. They were like double gangers. Actually they are double gangers. I was thinking they were going to twist and I said they were twins, but I guess not. They have two fucking different lives. One of them is a corrupt detective, but Why the other one is like the daughter-in-law will rich, born family, but they are she's maltreated and everything. Then the detective, she's not a secret. The girl had an accident, then she lost her memory, so they thought she was the daughter-in-law. Then they moved her. Then the later she remembered. Then she tried to get revenge because they were not put her father in prison. Then the main cast guy is like, she listens to the rich people, but it's like this time come together. They don't really talk like that. They also want revenge on them. So that's mostly the film is about. But the film is actually very interesting, though. Like, but I just watch it. Don't make it seem like as if it's not interesting. It's actually interesting because you watch it. Next one we're gonna talk about is Squid Game. I feel like I don't need to explain Squid Game because everybody watches it. Squid Game is interesting. It's interesting, but to me, I don't think it's what they hype. But it's actually interesting. So you have not watched it or watched it. So, but just watch it. And I have it like I have another video where I talk about Squid Game only so you understand what I mean, like my opinion. Guys, check it out. So, we're gonna talk about Dali and Cocky Press. Another one of my favorite. Cocky Press is fun. The romance is there. It's like she just the makeup is just fine. By the way, it's sexy. By the way, like it's hot. By the way, like I'm enjoying. I've watched these movies before, but I never really saw him that light. Okay, but I never really saw him like hot, sexy, like in that aspect before. But this, I saw him as part of it. It was like, it was someone that is very blunt, but he knows what he wants and he goes for what he wants and he knows how to do it. Like he just always finds a solution to the problem, and it's just like I don't know. It's just like those guys that just know what they want and they just go for it, no matter the consequences. It's just very nice to see him that way, and it's and when his romantic side comes out, it's like it's just so cute. Why the main cast? She's the gentle one. She's the gentle type. The guy is the crazy one. She's the gentle type. But when it comes to her loved one, so she goes far. She can goes to any length to get what she wants. Also, so it's very nice to actually watch them like grow up because they're like enemies. They always have you before, but it's nice to see them go together, like match together, like conclude on something, like agree on something. So it's nice. And even so at the end, even though I want to see her in a wedding dress and I want to see her see them get married. He proposed to her though. So that's very nice. Let's talk about is the King's Affection. The King's Affection is a film that everybody talks about. Even people around me, everybody talks about King's Affection. So if you have not watched King's Affection, like what is wrong with you? Why? I've not watched it. And it's on Netflix, so I feel like it's easier for people to watch it. The film is an historical movie. Sure, I know most people don't like historical movie, but this is actually what's watching that's very interesting. And this, as always, this time around, the girl she dresses as a boy, like for her twin brother because her twin brother died and everything. But the funniest part is this thing is that she's actually in the middle of attention because she was a crown prince and she became a king. Yeah, a girl. So it was really nice to watch her transition, like the way she hides her life, the way she lives her life, her love life. And then, she's a girl for me, obviously. She fell in love with the man. The man thought he was like, crazy for like even at first, but later he actually accepted the feeling even before she did. So I actually really like that part. Like he never really saw like the fact that she was a male like a problem. Like he fought for her and everything before he now later found out that she's a female and everything. And it even made that it's even more complicated, not more simple. But anyway, the film is actually very interesting and had a lot of fights, revenge, a lot of complicated issues anyway. But the film is interesting, you guys should check it out. Next one we're gonna talk about is My Name. My Name is an Italy movie and it's actually very, very interesting. This actually the episodes all came out at once and I saw in a very new light. Like very new light. But the film is actually very this is like an action movie. She's trying to get revenge. She works as a detective or a cop, but she's a spy for like a drug lord and everything that trained her. That she thought was her dad's best friend and everything. Not then I also killed her dad. So it's the film is more of a like, revenge and everything. But there was also romance there. Even though one guy died, and I still don't understand the reason why they have to kill him. Like I can never just understand. I just don't understand why they are killing. But anyway, He died. You guys should watch the film. It's very nice. Like the action part and everything. Like especially if you like action movies, to watch that. Very nice. Very very interesting. About his work like that drink now. I think from the name you already know like what the movie is about. Like they drink a lot. Like a lot. One of them even had surgery. Do you actually really drink a lot? A lot. There are three friends from college. Like they won a competition, then they became friends. And so then they drink a lot. Okay, I keep saying that. Anyway, they have separate lives though. Like three of them have different jobs and everything. But then later when they are done with work, they come together and they drink. Any events they drink. Any small thing they drink. It was nice though. The film was funny because we actually navigate them through their workplace and also their love life and their lives in general. The film is interesting. We did not just see them drinking, even though they drank a lot. We did not just see them drinking anyway. So let's check the film out. What we're talking about is Jirisan. Like Jirisan is a comeback of Jun, like John Joon. So the film is very very interesting. Also, like it's no there's no romance there, even though I was expecting one because the main cast and the main cast they're like having this connection and everything, but there was no any love or romance. But the film is still interesting, even though there was no love or romance. The film was still interesting. So it's about a Jerusalem, the Mount Jerusalem, like a mountain. They climb it, like they're the rangers, like the people away from danger when you're in danger and stuff like that. So the film is interesting, and they were trying to also see someone like someone was killing someone on the mountain, like a murderer, a serial killer. So they were trying to find who that person is. It's interesting. Just to watch it, and then you understand what I mean by interesting. Next we'll be talking about is happiness. So boy, happiness is one of my favorite. Like I didn't wish the film to end, but I need that to end because we have to move on. But the film was a very very special place in my heart. Seriously, the film is very very interesting. I won't put the film is the name is happiness, but the happiness we didn't see the happiness like the end because people were dying. There like was a disease that was spreading that they hit like humans eat humans, like they bite themselves like humans. So like they were in the main cast were in the apartment, yeah, they just moved to an apartment like a married couple, even though the marriage was a very funny marriage. Anyway, but they were friends before them and like since high school before they got married anyway. They were not dating but oh by the way, they were not dating, they just got married. Just got on to school apartment. And then the apartment, someone was infected, so they have to lock down the apartment. So they are trying to like protect people in the apartment, protect themselves, obviously. Then sometimes they even turn against them. Like I'm like, what is wrong with people? But the film is very traced, and both of them eventually like they came together like actual real married couples. Like they actually like so that confess their feelings and everything. The film is very interesting, and none of them died. Thankfully, even though the male cast got affected, but it was cured and everything. So it was very interesting. It was nice. About his Idol the Coop. Idol the Coop is a musical K drama that shows about failed idols, like failed K-pop idols. Like it shows a different side of K-pop, but like no most of them they don't show like the popular ones and the unpopular ones. So they show their failed idol that they wanted to become number one in a music show. Then disband. Like their main goal was to disband. So which was weird because sometimes main goal is to be like popular. Their whole was disband. They showed us the life struggle they went. I'm telling you, if you watch the film, you are going to cry. If you don't cry, I'm not calling you sad. The film is very, very interesting. Like it's very interesting and it's very touching. And it's, just to watch the movie that you understand what I mean. Come and think about it just makes me sad all over again. But just watch it. The movie is really interesting. There are fun parts in the movies. Because the female main cast is very stubborn. And the main cast is very stubborn, so you can now see how that goes. But there was also no romance in the movie. We're waiting for romance. Because I don't understand them again. Korean movies. What are they doing? But anyway, the film is interesting. You guys should check it out. What we're talking about is Secret Royale Inspector and Joy. It's a movie that just ended not long ago. So, but the film is very interesting though. Like, interesting. I keep saying they're very interesting for everything. It is actually interesting. So don't let me know say so I'm just saying very interesting just so you can watch it. It's actually interesting. Is as the name implies, the secret inspector, so he's trying to get the corrupt people and everything. And the joy part of it, even though I don't know, I think maybe it's the girl that's bringing the joy in his life because she's a divorced woman. He helped her getting divorced, and I just like the aspect that both of them don't want to get married and they respected each other. And they are living together. Sure, they are having their business together, but they did get married eventually at the ending. But they actually, but they really respect each other' opinion and everything. So I liked it, and they actually helped each other to grow. So it's a nice movie. It's also an historical movie. So the next one we're talking about is now we're breaking up. No, we're breaking up also just ended recently. It's really interesting, but at the same time, I just didn't understand the ending. Like I'm like, she give us something more because I know them. They were dating to break up. Like that's how the movie. Like from the beginning, they already told themselves they are dating to the breakup day. Even though because a lot of people now disagree on their relationship because she dated the elder brother that died before. Even though it was just too much, she dated him. Okay, too much is the thing, but you understand because he died when he was going to go and meet her. So everybody were against all the families were against their relationship and stuff like that. It's only her friends that actually supported and his friend. But anyway, people were against their relationship, but they broke up eventually. Like they break up with a smile because they knew they were going to eventually break up because they were destined to break up. If that makes any sense, because to me, funny that they made eventually at the ending, but that's just too big. Ended like the end they could have done better at the ending, but the film is definitely the film overall interesting, but the ending they could have done better. So you guys should start. The last one we'll be talking about is One Ordinary Day. One Ordinary Day is also like a recent movie. It's Kim Song movie. The film is mentioned. I don't understand why Kim Song keep doing a film where he suffers. Like, dude, just do a film where you're happy for once. I think the only film you have done like in the happiest, like very like high places. This two movie that's Embracing the Storm and this what's the name? Domju, that was Domju. What's the name again? My Love for Another Star. And that's the only two movies they have done that is like happy, like he's rich and everything. Rest is always suffering. Like this 100 ID, he went to prison for murdering someone, like he was framed for murdering someone. That really say framed because they actually caught him because the guy he had a one night stand with the girl. Then when he was in the house, someone murdered the girl and everything. So it was like a very common. And so to the end before they could like prove this innocence. And I just like the lawyer that actually did like this lawyer was putting like throughout like he tried to prove it, like the lawyer really tried his best to prove that he was innocent, while the others like the cops and the prosecutor, the judge, all of them, and even at the end they never really like admitted their fault. They never really suffered from it because they even got promotion and everything, which was so annoying. But but so bad. Like I'm so like I don't know. See, at the beginning I didn't really like the way it was doing like dull like, things. It wasn't like dull, like very slow. But later, it became like stone hearted and everything. I liked it and I don't like it at the same time, but it's not like I'm not going through it. So. But the film is actually very interesting. You guys should check it out. So, we're going to do a bonus round. Because these movies, I'm going to do four bonuses. They are actually movie that came out 2020, but they finished 2021. That's I just want I don't want to put them in the full top 10 because they didn't actually come out 2021. But the film is like they finished 2021, so I feel like it's about 2021. But anyway, the film is interesting, so you guys check it out. I've talked about the four of them already in my video, so I'm not going to give the data, I'm just going to list them and you guys check them out. So the Uncanny Counter, True Beauty, Mr. Queen, and Run On. You guys check them out. So that'll be all for today, guys. You guys accept my you guys should tell me, and if you guys think I should have added a drama that I didn't had or drama that I shouldn't have had top 30, you guys should tell me down below. Like, just give me the dramas you guys actually watch that you think should be on this list. Like, I want to know about it. So So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thanks for watching. See my next video. Bye.